Hello fellow game collectors! Got a massive haul to show you today. Multiple days, multiple pickups, but I'll go through it the best I can. So I got in touch with one of my friends from Facebook. She got in touch with me about a Game Boy that she was wanting to sell. So and I actually got a few more things than just this Game Boy, but I'll start with it. So for $70 I got this really cool, I guess you could say vintage Game Boy carrying case. And so that came with some games. So red Game Boy works great. Games that came with it. We've got Tetris, Super Mario Land 2, Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong Land, the first one, Wario Land, which is Super Mario Land 3, and Killer Instinct. And also with the games came the manuals. So Super Mario Land 2, Wario Land, Donkey Kong Land, Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, Killer Instinct, and the instruction booklet for the Game Boy. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've seen a white one of these before. I didn't know it came in black. These are pretty uncommon nowadays. So after I bought this from her, she mentioned that she also had a box full of NES stuff. She actually had two Nintendos and a bunch of controllers, but I was mostly interested in the games. So I got these two stacks of 33 NES games for $100 from her. Also, that came with that, I'll go through the games in a moment. They threw in a zapper, a shooter for me. All sorts of tools to clean the NES and even the Game Boy. I've heard really good things about this eliminator to clean the console pins, as well as this storage container that'll hold 10 NES games in it, and some manuals. But I'll go through the games. So RBI Baseball 2, uh, 2-in-1 Super Spike V-Ball Nintendo World Cup, Platoon, which I already have, and it's actually quite a difficult game, and Trog. I believe there's 2 copies of this. Gyromite, but I don't have the rod to play this. Disney's Adventures in the Magical Kingdom. I tested this out, and I didn't get very far into it, but it kept asking a lot of trivia questions on Disney that I had no idea what the answers were. Solar Jetman. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I believe I played this on PC a very, very, very long time ago. Or at least one of the Chip and Dales. Zanuck? Sorry, I can't really make that out. But it's a shoot 'em up. Captain Skyhawk. 10-yard fight. Football game. Another football game, Tecmo Bowl. Here's that second copy of Trog. Double Dragon 2. I don't own any of the Double Dragons, but I have played them before. Really, really good series. I actually don't have many NES games. My NES collection right before this pickup was probably about 20-some games. Star Voyager. I believe this is one I tried, and I had no idea what in the world I was supposed to do. It had no sort of prompt of, hey, go do this or that. Another good series that I've played before but I don't own, Ninja Gaiden 2. Rampart. I hadn't played this one before, but I really enjoyed it. Nice little, I don't know if you can quite call it a strategy game, but you have, it's kind of like a tower defense, but not really. I don't know how to best describe it. F-15, City War. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Super Mario Bros. 3, which you already have a copy of. Friday the 13th. If you want to see a purple Jason, you can see him in this game. This one's a fun title to try and pronounce. Shredder's. Sorry, I butchered that. It's like a little adventure side scroll. I mean, you try and read the title here, and it's like, what is that? And then they had to put it below, and you're still like, what is that? Dudes with Attitude. Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt 2 in 1. I had a copy of this, but it was very, very faded. You saw that in a previous pickup video. So I was happy to get a replacement. Tiny Toon Adventures. I grew up watching Tiny Toons. Battleship. Yeah, pretty decent. Just your traditional Battleship board game, just on NES. Mission Impossible. The Guardian Legend. Journey to Silius, which kind of has a Mega Man feel to it. The original Star Wars. Top Gun, and the sequel, Top Gun, the second mission. And last but not least, Track and Field. So I was pretty excited to get that. Like I said, I don't have many NES games, so $100 for 33 games. I thought it was a pretty fair deal. And so, I mean, I also got a ton of, like, manuals before I go through those. They also had a few GBA games. So, two really cool ones. I paid $20 for these GBA games. A couple of bootlegs. I actually hadn't seen bootleg before, so a 38 in 1 and 36 in 1. I'll boot one of these up real quick so you can see what it looks like. So it's, it says it's 38 in 1, but it's like, sorry, I don't know how well you can see that. It's like the game repeats. So here you got Spider-Man 2, but down here it's New Spider-Man. It's the same game. These are all Game Boy Color games, so it just kind of repeats them. So I hadn't seen a bootleg before on GBA, so I was kind of interested in that. So those two bootlegs, Punch King, Lord of the Rings, Yoshi's Island, which is Super Mario Advance 3, Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder, Blitz, I think that's 2002. It's kind of hard to read because there's Sharpie on top of it, and Frogger Adventures, or Frogger's Adventure. So there was also a bunch of manuals. So Game Boy Advance System, some random Game Boy, like the stuff that comes with it. Didn't have this game in the lot, you couldn't find it, but Star Wars: New Droid Army, Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder, Frogger's Adventurers, Punch King, some NES manuals, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Battleship, the Nintendo the Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, as well as the Nintendo Entertainment System. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, that wasn't in the lot. Super Mario Brothers 3, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Trog, Tiny Toons, and just a bunch of like insert advertisement poster things. I don't really have time to pull all this out right now and show you, but as well as, sorry, this isn't really organized. Just paperwork for like the light gun and the system. I didn't have any of this. I don't have an NES like in the box, so I don't have any instruction manual. So it's pretty cool to get all of that. One of the controllers I didn't pick up from them. And just a bunch of paperwork. So as well, Guardian Legend came with this case, which I believe was from like a video rental store. It's not the actual case. As well as a box of old cleaning supplies for cleaning pens for NES. So then I got another stack of games here, which are different pickups that I'll go through. I bought some games from a local retro store. So some of this is fair market value, some of it isn't. I'll tell you what it is. So ActRaiser, I picked up fair market value for $20. I love ActRaiser, great Super Nintendo game. I don't have enough Super Nintendo games, so I had to pick it up. I've been thinking about it for a while, and they still had it. SimCity, grew up playing this game. I don't have it. I don't remember if I rented it or borrowed it, but I played a lot of this game. And I paid, I believe, $7 for SimCity. Again, fair market value. Another fair market value, I've been looking for this for a while. I just hadn't had any luck finding it. I have the Wii version still. So Super Mario Strikers for GameCube. If you like soccer, if you like Super Mario, or any combination thereof, get this game. I think it's better than the Wii version. The Wii version isn't bad, but I think the GameCube version is better. Me and my college friends, we played the crap out of this. We got our use out of it for sure. Fantastic game. I just can't recommend enough. Just play against Peach and knock her against her wall, and it's just funny. So great game. I paid $28. I think he was asking $30, but I talked him down because there's no instruction manual, just the health and safety manual. So fair market value. I wish I could have got it cheaper, but I really wanted it. Another fair market value. My girlfriend, she really loves Crash, so we picked up this Crash Nitro kart. I didn't know that this existed for GameCube. Yeah, it's a okay racer. We tried it out. Then from my local flea market, I picked up Halo 2, the limited collector's edition. So this is the the steel case. Had a little bit of rust on it, but I mean otherwise it's in great shape. It has all the instructions. It has the 2 discs there. So I picked up this and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which I picked up before at the flea market, but it wasn't complete. So now I have a complete copy of it. So I picked up these 2. I think they were asking for 10. I talked them down to 9. You know, saved $1. From my local thrift store, I picked up Castlevania Lament of Innocence, which is a fantastic Castlevania. I really love that one. Then from a local antique store, I walked in. Antique stores are hit or miss. So never been in this one before. Didn't know if they'd have any games. Looked around for a bit and thought I wasn't going to find anything. And they had a stack of games, so I picked out what I thought looked good. So the PS2 games were $3 each. Splinter Cell and another Crash game that we didn't have, Crash Twinsanity. And they also had a few Xbox games, original Xbox games that were listed at $5, but I talked them down to $4 each. So Ninja Gaiden, which I just recently picked up the Ninja Gaiden Black, which is like this version plus a little bit more, but I wanted this version too because I really like the series. Dead or Alive 3, which I haven't played any in this series, so I don't know how well that is. And Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So I believe that's everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. It was a lot to cover, but some great pickups recently. I'm really happy about the Game Boy and NES lot. Really been needing to expand my NES games. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, but be sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe. Helps me out. Thank you very much. See you next time.